On the curb making deals on the trap phone. Colorado where I'm from, yeah, back home.
B2D, what's going on with you today?
What's poppin', man? What's the topics?
And what's the topics? Well, we got some good topics today, but well, we're gonna start off like this. What do you think is better for making money, podcasting or just being a rapper?
Well, doing both, podcasting or rapping. I like both, but making more money, I think rappers, they gotta slave more. They gotta go on tour. They gotta go on the road a lot. They gotta go stop at radio stations just to get their check. Now, podcaster, aka YouTuber, both, they're kind of like the same, but different. All they gotta do is sit at home. You don't even need a camera. You can have a phone, and you can have a couple million subscribers. Perfect incident. DJ Academics.
I'm about to bet you him.
Oh my God! You seen his house?
Yeah, on YouTube they show it. Man, it's a mansion.
Yeah, I mean, he had me convinced. He goes on rants all the time because, you know, people trip on him for what he did to the culture a few years back, you know, with Chicago and the drill rap and, you know, causing violence within, you know, saying the black community, you know, and that's a whole nother issue on its own. But he goes on rants because people attack him a lot, and he said, I make more money than y'all rappers, man. 90%. I'll say 80 to 90%. He make more money just sitting, playing on his Twitch and podcasting than most of these rappers. He make facts. I mean, that's just facts. He makes way more money than a lot of rappers. Not the major rappers. Well, I mean, of course not. Jay-Z, I said that wouldn't even be fair to compare. But I mean, look at Adam 22 and his platform, or Vlad, you know, where they make $1 million. I know Vlad makes more than No Jumper, but No Jumper, $1 million a month.
Ooh, that's a lot.
$1 million a month. He's killing it.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too. Now, a lot of rappers not getting that. Top rappers like Drake, he might get $1 million. He get paid $1 million a show, or $1 million or more a show. And a lot of rappers ain't getting that. They still getting, you know, 15,000, 50,000. 50,000 and up is good. Shit, 15,000 be good in my opinion, but nah, 50,000 and up is good a show. But the big time rappers, they get a couple 100,000, or the Drakes. I don't even think Nicki Minaj get a million a show. I think she get like a couple 100,000 or 150,000 a show. And YouTubers sit at home, they could be on their couch. If they get it popping with the crowd, they making money, crazy money. 1090J, 60,000 a month in his little room. 60,000 a month.
Don't forget milk.
Yeah, I don't know what he's making. He ain't. I don't think he's making that much. But he's making a decent life. But the rappers are making way more than milk. Yeah. Way more than milk for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
No 7-4, no hate. It's just what it is.
Yep. I know you. Do you get a chance to watch the No Jumper, because you mentioned No Jumper again, but with American Cholo?
Yeah, I like that show. Oh, American Cholo. Man, I've been following ever since the Ay Caramba. Y'all need to look at my previous videos. I talked about the Ay Caramba. Shortly after that, it was 106.
Power 106.
Yeah, Power 106. They had Tiger and American Cholo. It actually was the first time I ran into his content, but then I went down and looked at his content, and see he got a lot of pride in his culture and where he come from in the Latino community. And he did a show on Power 106 with Tiger with the Ay Caramba, and shut that shit down. Well, actually they handled it like, man, I don't want to talk crazy about neither one of them. They squashed it. Tiger, you know, apologized, and American Cholo accepted it, the apology. But the crazy thing is they took that video down from Power 106. Well, that leads to, since it was a big topic and it was on 106, of course, Adam, hey, come on my show. We want to talk to you too about the whole issue. And I mean, it led into some crazy, I mean, it turned into a mess. And the mess didn't happen originally on the show. They went on the show, had a great great time on the show, talk back and forth, discuss topics of Tiger, how he felt offended, and a lot of Hispanic people in his community felt offended by the video. Tiger was grown, handled the shit on Power 106. It was a good conversation. But later on, I guess on No Jumper, they got a chat. They got a chat, like a community chat, and a lot of people go in there and post and talk back and forth. And a video popped up, an edited video with American Cholo saying some racist things. It was edited to make it look like he was racist, saying ghetto coon, he used the word nigga. I mean, anybody black that will look at the video that went up will be super offended. I was offended when I seen the video. I didn't know it was edited, tailored to make it, because when you see the full video, he was explaining, he was actually sticking up for black people. But when No Jumper posted poetik flakko, he gets messy and shit. He's the one that posted it, and angry with the clip. And I guess American Cholo told him to take it down and sent him the full clip. Like, no, because he was getting a lot of hate. Violence was about to erupt in the streets in LA. Like, they don't take that. The blacks and Mexicans are finally getting along. You go a decade back, they were at each other's necks. 15 years, definitely. Like, it wasn't never like that, like where I'm from. It was never that bad. But in California, that shit is serious, man. The black on brown violence that used to happen right now, shit is cool intentions, but that shit was stirred up with American Cholo with that clip, man. Poetik flakko posted it, and so they were mad, especially when Adam didn't take it down. They were furious. They went up there like 50 fucking deep, wanted to fuck up Poetik flakko, and he said some shit, Poetik flakko, and he was trying to, in his defense, you look at that video, you get upset, and you be like, fuck this motherfucker. He said ghetto coon. He called a black man ghetto coon. He used the word nigga in a conversation. He like, this shit is not cool. And but it's what's fucked up is the media these days. You can edit and chop shit up and make someone that's saying something nice seem completely fucked up. Yeah, that shit's horrible, man. So they went up there 50 deep. Was gonna check some shit, shut shit down. They were upset that Adam didn't show up. He was in a poker tournament making money. As I understand, boys say there was $1 million on the pot. That's some serious life-changing money right there, But he got on the phone. I guess AD put him on the phone, and he said something. It was a video. He said something like, "No, I'm not taking the post down." Whatever. Boy, American Cholo was furious, boy. He started talking shit. He said, "Yo, culture vulture, white people like you, woo." He started bashing the fuck out of them, and they were looking for Poetik flakko. And you only supposed to bring, when they tell you to come No Jumper, you only could bring like 2 or 3 people. They came up there like 40 fucking deep. It was AD and Dono hosting, and the shit got heated. It really didn't get heated with AD or Duno. It got heated. They were mad at Adam. They would have, boy, if Poetik flakko would have showed up that day, it would have been explosive. So after that issue happens, OG Cuicide comes up to the show like a day or 2 after or whatever. And shout out to OG Cuicide. He helped me in my career, back when I was doing my rapping thing. He put me in the magazines, gave me a full cover, one issue, One West magazine. That's a dope ass hip hop. It's like the source and shit. Yeah, it gave me a full page and all that. But OG, that's AD's big homie. And he was mad because that's the second time AD had to stick up, and kind of was almost in danger because of Poetik flakko. AD got a big heart, and he sticks up for people he worked with. If you're around him or something like that, he sticks up even if you're wrong. But he went on the record and said he ain't doing that for Poetik flakko no more. But shit gets serious in LA. The violence intentions, they get heated up, and calls were getting made, and they wanted to fuck Poetik flakko up, man. I think they still rage. I think it's bad for him. If he goes to LA, it's gonna, he lives in LA. What the fuck I'm talking about? Oops. But if he get caught slipping in the streets, it get bad. OG was snapping because, AD's his little homie, and AD might get killed behind some shit. I felt what OG Suicide was coming from because he was yelling at Poetik Flakko. They put him on the phone. He said, check it out, homie. You're not like that. You from North Dakota. You don't leave your apartment. That's the second time my nephew got in some confrontation, had to stick up for you. If something happened to him, where you gonna be at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so Poetik Flakko's catching it from all angles. And on this situation, I just feel like if you pushing the content out there, you gotta put it out a certain way. Even if you're upset, you gotta say a certain way. Poetik Flakko is just really harsh. He's kind of harsh. I can see he got potential to be great at podcasting, but right now he's harsh and he done ruffled a lot of feathers. So he need to be careful. He need to tread lightly. I mean, OG Suicide was firm. I ain't never seen him angry like that. I mean, shout out to Uncle, man. He invited me to his birthday party. You know, invited me to his house to stay at his house. Yeah, I mean, he looked out for me a lot of fucking times, man. Yeah. So shout out to OG Suicide.